Hello, DGens. Welcome to Degenerate Takes on this July 21st, 2022. I, of course, am the brofict one, AJ, and we got some interesting news coming out today in the NFL sphere. Tom Pelissero, Ian Rappaport both reporting that Kyler Murray gets his 5-year extension worth $230.5 million with $160 million guaranteed over the next 5 years, making Kyler Murray the highest paid quarterback in the NFL now, even above Deshaun Watson. And that means the Cardinals, after all of this offseason drama, actually have a quarterback, and they are sticking with KM1QB1. Now, as a Cardinals fan, I should probably be pretty stoked about this. You know, we got a quarterback who does some amazing things in the pocket, makes throws that he probably shouldn't be able to make, knows how to work those different throwing slots because he is a baseball player, has that quickness and explosiveness to get out of the pocket and extend plays down the line to put the team in better positions to win. I should be so excited. I really, really should be, but I'm not. I'm not excited at all about this. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, D-Gens, I don't think this is the time that this should have been done. I don't know what we're doing, honestly. Kyler Murray's got one more year left on his rookie deal. That's when the extension should have been taking place, not this year and everything like that. Starting back with the drama of his agent essentially putting out a tweet and putting out a memo saying, we want a deal done by the drafts, we want security, we want a long-term. Kyler Murray going to the extent of deleting everything off of his social media platforms and, you know, still staying with the narrative. I want to be a Cardinal, but nothing really proving that. And, you know, yes, business is business and it's got to get done. Is Kyler worth it? Maybe, but what are we doing? Seriously, what are we doing here in the NFL where we are paying these players that have another year on their contract what they think they're due? Now, you want to talk about positions like running back and wide receiver where they do get beat up a little bit more and they do have more contact per play and everything. Like, you know, that's understandable. But here's the thing. When you're signing a quarterback to a 5-year long-term deal, going all in and trying to win a Super Bowl, you need to make sure you have a leader under center. I don't think Kyler's that leader. Kyler, over the last 3 seasons, has shown me little to nothing that he can be a leader in that locker room, and let alone a leader on the field. What are we even talking about? Kyler Murray, the man who is known for making a bad play or something not going his way and throwing his arms up, he can't believe it. Oh, it's not my fault. How did you miss that? Oh my God, the world's over. I'm surprised he didn't fall on the ground and start throwing a tantrum sometimes. It's that kind of behavior that you can't see in an NFL field or in a locker room. And okay, yes, he is super young. He is still growing up, blah, blah, blah. You got Trevor Lawrence, who has been under more pressure than Kyler Murray since he stepped onto a football field at Clemson. And he had to deal with urban dumpster fire trash last year. Finger guns master. I mean, it was awful. But yet Trevor Lawrence was still able to keep his composure and work through it and grow from it. I have not seen any growth from Kyler Murray. If anything, I've seen a regression in Kyler Murray. I don't understand it. You know, he came out that first season running around, learning the NFL, but still putting up really good numbers and still doing his thing, extending plays and everything. And then watching him last season, if you look at him last season alone, once D-Hop got injured, it was the end of the world. It was the end of the world. And I get it. D-Hop is one of the best wide receivers in the game right now, and it's hard to play without your best player. But Kyler, if you are the one who is getting paid $230.5 million over the next 5 years, you should be the number one player on the team. You should be the one who can win games even when your best player is out. You should be the one that can lead the team from behind. I haven't seen it. I do not think this is the best move for the Arizona Cardinals. Not to mention the fact that when he was put in a position to have to play a playoff game after going 10-2 and then being put in the wild card game because of an epic slide at the end due to the coaching of Cliff Kingsbury and just the implosion of the Arizona Cardinals at the end of last season, I can't do it. I can't do it. I really can't do it. I am disgusted by this. At the beginning of the offseason, there were two possible young players that Arizona teams needed to play: DeAndre Ayton and Kyler Murray. I agree 100% with re-signing DeAndre Ayton to a rookie max deal. That makes sense. He is a young player who has shown development every year that he has been in this league. Kyler Murray has not shown me any of that. If anything, Kyler Murray has given me more ammunition to not want to pay the man. I mean, how do you have one of the best home teams, one of the best home crowds in the league, and you have a better record on the road than you do at your own home? That stuff just doesn't make sense to me. This money doesn't make sense to me, especially with another year on his contract. This should have been a prove-it year. This should have been a prove-it year for Kyler Murray. See what he does with it, his back up against the wall, because when his back's up against the wall in the regular season, it doesn't go well. It doesn't go well. It hasn't gone well, and it's still not going to go well. Let's talk about one other stat. There's one stat I want to talk about. And I don't want to talk about his completions. I don't want to talk about his rushing or his lack thereof when it comes to rushing. I just want to talk about his QBR, his quarterback rating. His quarterback rating for the last 3 seasons, respectively, starting in 2019, 57.7, 61.9, and 57.3. 61.9 is the highest QBR he's gotten, with one of the best wide receivers in the league, an outstanding offensive line, a defense that has been able to just hold teams, and yet your best is a 61.9? That's worth $530.5 million? That's worth 160 guaranteed? I mean, listen, as someone who has been following the Cardinals for forever and loves Arizona teams, this is just disappointing. This is disappointing. I am completely against this move. I do not agree with this re-signing. I'm not saying that we shouldn't have re-signed him and extended him next year. I wanted another season. I wanted to see what Kyler Murray can do. But now we have someone who is going to be comfortable, someone who knows that we're going to pay him no matter what. So we'll see if he improves. We'll see if he matures. I hope I'm wrong with this take. I hope I am way off my rocker with this. I really do. I want nothing more than the Arizona Cardinals to win a Super Bowl. But with Kyler, I don't know. I just don't know. But with that being said, I mean, NFL season is right around the corner. Some other quarterbacks are on the move. Maybe with Jimmy G being given the option to seek a trade now, so we'll see how that goes. We will continue to cover that here on Degenerate Takes. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel so that we can beat that YouTube algorithm and get all of our degenerate content out there. Please also follow us on the Twitter at Brofict1 for myself, at Degen Takes for the show. And hey, if you want a dope shirt like this one or some other dope merch, hit the link in the bio, in the description, we have all of our merch as well. Check it out. With that being said, I've been the Brofict1 AJ. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on Degenerate Takes.